If it killed the probe, that would have been really bad. A little bit embarrassing, really, for Best. And Best is not going to be able to do any kind of harass anytime soon. He's just going to have to rely on this basically 2-Nexus, 2-base Arbiter push here. He's going to have a 3rd base up, but he's going to really want to succeed here with these Arbiters. And I'm not sure how well he's going to do. Leta, hasn't used up any scans yet. He hasn't gotten scanners, though, on the other hand. So I was going to say he hasn't used up any scans against DTs, but he doesn't have scanners to begin with. So it's going to come down to, you want that those Arbiters to really take advantage of the fact that Terran has only 2 bases and, of course, is far from, getting enough science vessels. It might also be low on turret count, and that would really make it hard for them to deal with the Arbiters. And interesting enough, Best is also pylon walling himself off. That takes a lot of pylons, but you can do it. So his second natural there at the upper left is going to be safe against this Vulture harass that will be coming all around the map pretty soon. If he really wants to be safe, he can put a cannon there also, and he'll be completely safe against any army without tanks. Meanwhile, Leta is just trying to do any kind of scouting possible with these Vultures. Best not putting his Dragoons in a forward position. He's going to try to hold these hills, but looks like two Vultures get through there. A little careless by Best. He could have had better position, but Leta is now going to go behind and go to the new expansion. That wall's not going to help you when the Vultures are behind, and he can do a lot of damage here. He's going to put down... Actually, no, he's not going to do a lot of damage. The Nexus isn't up, that's why. So, actually, a little bit unfortunate for Leta. Unfortunate, right? It's misfortune. Unfortunate. Yeah, and Best is going to pick off those mines and those Vultures. Those Vultures are actually stuck there. So really not going to do anything there. He could have certainly gotten more probes going for the natural, but there's no way he could have known that. Meanwhile, Best is going to be almost done with his Arbiter tech. I wonder if Leta knows it's coming. He's getting a starport, but that's possibly just to get the science facility and get the upgrades. Although that will put him in better position than not going for any attack, of course. In any case, though, Best building up his ground army. He's probably going to get speed upgrade, and then once the first Arbiter comes out, we'll see if he decides to reveal it or not. Wow, Leta does not have an academy yet, so Leta is going to be in big trouble against this. Man, maybe Leta thought Best was going for just I don't know what you would. I mean, why would you not get an armory? I guess just thinking Best was just going to go mass expansions and all ground units, and that's why you wouldn't get an armory, I guess. But Leta, lacking the armory, he's not going to have anything to scout, and more importantly, of course, he's not going to have anything to deal with the Arbiters, and it's going to be really, really tough for him. Maybe he's thinking Best will go carriers. I don't know. Really strange, though. Very late academy, and this is going to really, really be bad against Arbiters. And here's the first Arbiter out for Best. Excuse me. And he's probably going to put down more gateways. Yeah, there are those gateways right now. He's going to have macro off of 3 bases, and what he's going to try to do is just contain Leta, and also maybe even going for a kill, although I think there might be too much right now for him to actually finish off Leta's main army. It might be suicidal to run in there, even with the Arbiter. We'll see. The moment Leta seizes, of course, I think he's going to probably withdraw to a defensive position and put lots of turrets up. Another command center going up for Leta also. He might be thinking about taking the middle 6 o'clock position instead of the corner expansion. And actually, Leta has a science facility up, and he's building something as a starport with control tower, so this very well could be that. Nope. I was going to say, if he was really brilliant, I mean, or map hacker, he would go for a science vessel, but he is going to go for the dropship. I was like, how would you know to go for a science vessel straight off? I mean, you're not playing against Zerg, but he is going to go for the dropship. Also going to be useful, though. Finally, the academy comes out. Although, Leta has a relatively early science facility here, and he's going to be able to build a science vessel to help at least partially in dealing with the Arbiter threat. And Leta going in for the drop. I wonder if there's tanks or Vultures in there. Best is well prepared, though, with a photon cannon there, and it is a tank, so this is going to require Best to go and bring some troops back to deal with this. The cannon's going to go down, and then all those probes will probably die here. This is going to be really bad, actually. But Best actually has a shuttle, so Best shuttle countering this very well here. Looks like most of the probes actually live, and wow, that is not good for Leta. This harass did not work. His hand has been revealed partially, so Best is going to be more vigilant, probably put down a couple more cannons, and take it from there. Oh, man! Just walk into 3 Dragoons. Oh, that's disastrous. Nothing Leta could have done about that, though. I don't think Unless you were just focusing just on that dropship, that you would stop it in time to not get killed by 3 goons with range upgrade. Leta pushing out right now. This is really unsafe for him to do. He does not know. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think he knows about Arbiters at all. And it's going to be a recall, I think, actually, onto the factories. Leta's going to spawn it with a Vulture, but is it going to be in time? I don't think it's going to be in time for him to pull enough troops back to prevent the destruction of his main base. And oh my goodness, it's not even on the factories. It's going to be right on the command center. It's going to pick off so many SCVs. Leta, utterly unprepared for this. Leta's expression on his face, wow, he is just in awe of this. I mean, just completely surprised and stunned. And I think he's actually going to lose his main command center. That's a big hit at this point in the game. Looks like, oh man, a lot of mines going off though, so he's going to kill some of that force. Meanwhile, Best going in for an attack on the front. I actually think this might be overextending himself a bit, but maybe he thinks that Leta is distracted. Actually, Leta is distracted. Wow, Leta has pulled most of his tanks back, and Best picking a great time to go forward there. I think one thing that I did mention that should be mentioned in more games is the observers. Best had observers over Leta's army the entire game, and he knew exactly when Leta, for example, right now is pulling back. He knew when Leta's expanding. There you go. There's the intelligence advantage here in this game from Best, and Best just pulled back, attacked right when Leta was pulling back there in the front, so he broke the front at the same time that in the back he was causing lots of damage to the economy, and now he's taken out, basically stopped mining at 2 bases, so Leta at 1 base right now. Best has control of the lower right, and he's got the Arbiter streaming in right now. We'll see if Leta has a science vessel out with EMP. He's really going to need that pretty soon, though. Nothing researching at the science facility yet, so either it's done or it hasn't been done. I think it just hasn't even been started, and I think the command center actually died in the main base. It had to have died. Yeah, it died in the main base, I guess. So the Dragoons did chase down in the main base of Leta. So Best with a significant advantage now. 3 bases against barely 2. And oh no! Oh no! Here's Best's turn to lose his expensive unit to a bunch of anti-air. Not much Best could have done either in that situation. The moment he saw the glides, he just tried to get the recall in, but couldn't. But that's alright, though. Best losing an Arbiter, it's not going to be the end of the world. And he probably has Stasis coming on. That's a gigantic ground army now. He doesn't even necessarily need recall. If he can get 1 or 2 Stasis off, it's going to be it for Leta. Leta's force is going to be... Oh, and it's all clumped together. Where's the EMP? Where's the EMP? Oh, EMP isn't researched. That's why. And actually, it doesn't even matter. There's no Stasis. There's no EMP. There's a Stasis. Way to Stasis late there, Best, but it's not going to matter. That was like the latest Stasis I've ever seen. Like, it got a Vulture and the last remaining tank. But anyway, Best gets through. Anyway, GG! GG coming from Leta, not inviting any humiliation. 1-1. Series is tied. Leta grinning despite losing pretty badly. I guess I lost and I kind of suck against Best grin, but he played a decent game, you know. He just Best went for the Arbiter rush. Leta didn't scout at all. Best wishing he could do a pylon heart in the game. He couldn't, so he and his little earring are going to do a heart. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the second set of this series. The third set will be Bisu versus an unknown Protoss called Tiza or something. Tivo. Not Tivo. Tiza. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed and stay tuned.